Yo, what's going on? This is Mike. Right now, it's 2018, but I want to talk to you about something that happened last year. My wife and I went to vacation to Bali, Indonesia. Awesome place. People kept asking, where's the vlog? Where's the video? Can't wait to see the video. To be honest, completely honest, that was literally the last thing that I wanted to do. I did not want to make any video. The short story, we got robbed and lost all my footage. So there is no video. All of it, all the cool looking footage is gone. I was super bummed. I wanted to make a cool video. All I have is footage from my iPhone and footage from my little point and shoot camera, and that's it. But I am finally going to make a cool video because I want to look back at this experience. I want to look at this and be like, wow, this was an experience, whether it was bad or good. And I don't want a bad experience to stop me from making a memory or creating something to look back on. So this is my attempt for this video, this Bali trip video. I'm gonna try and make it as cohesive as I possibly can. And I'll try and fill in the gaps where the footage doesn't, and I'll try and explain a little bit more, but this is the Bali trip video. Side note, this video is for the people who lost motivation. You need to keep pushing. You need to make the best of your life because you'll be glad that you did. Keep the momentum. All right, we're off. We're bouncing, y'all. Got my glasses, got my comfortable clothes. We ready to go, baby? But we headed to a very luxurious destination. Where are we going?
Bali.
Bali, Indonesia. This is what I call a vacation. How long is this flight? 15 hours?
Yeah,
We're good long plane for 15 hours. So we just landed in Taiwan. Look at that everybody. Alright, we finally made it to Bali. Now we gotta do all the annoying stuff, which is the visa and the what? Transfer the money. We're gonna meet up with our driver soon. He's gonna pick us up at 2:40. It is hot. And you get this sweater off of me ASAP. First night in Bali. I didn't even tell Steph where we were going. The second villa we already booked, but the first villa was this luxurious, nice looking villa that I found on Airbnb. I was like, Steph, don't worry about it. You don't need to look at it. Trust me, it's gonna be tight. This was in the middle of the jungle, straight up middle of nowhere. I knew ahead of time that we needed to buy some groceries, so we went and bought groceries. All we did was unpack and kind of just rested. That was it. So when I say we were in the middle of the jungle, I mean straight up middle of the jungle. There was a spider. Like, it was like this big, straight up this big on the ceiling. I was like, that's a big spider. And I freaked out. I woke up Steph and we went downstairs. We in the jungle. What are we doing? What are we doing here? It's like, you know what? Just a rainstorm, nothing to be scared about. That spider, I was gonna get a towel and whoop it. I went back up, it walked over to a window, looked like it walked out the window. I was calm and collected right there at that point, lay down in the bed, and I just slept like this the whole time. And that was my first night. Woke up, beautiful day in the morning, everything was fine. I was like, what were we scared of? Good morning, good morning. We're here in Bali, we're in the villa. Let me show you our private pool back here. Baby. And let me show you upstairs. Bam, look at that. So anyway, I'm gonna show you a clip that is so ironic. I didn't even realize this until I looked at the footage later. This is literally some Kim Kardashian type stuff right here. This is like probably why we got robbed. What's up, y'all? Just wanna let you know we ballin'. We ballin'. Let me show you what we got. We got 1 million right here. We got 2 million right here. And we got 100,000 right there. Second day. So the goal today is to go on a little moped ride around the area. In the villa, there was Wi-Fi, but once you leave the villa, there's just no data. So everything was screenshot, 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 and that's how we got around. Going for a little ride. And then we ended up just sticking around the place, went for a swim in the pool, and took photos. What's up, y'all? You in the luxury villa? And so it begins. We're gonna hike down to the beach. Starts off with this path right here. Look at the ocean. I don't know how far it takes to get down there, but we're gonna try. The socks dope. All right, we just came from through there to the ocean, baby. We just made it to our second villa. I got myself a new hat because my first one broke trying to kill a bug. And let me show you the villa we're staying at. We got a pool. We got a cool common area over here with a kitchen. My outdoor shower. We ended up going to a really cool coffee shop called Revolver. So if you ever go to Bali, go to Revolver. It's one of the coolest coffee shops. And then we ended up eating dinner at a place called Makan, and that was really tight. All right, we're headed back to our villa. It's about, I think it's 8 at night on our little motorcycle. When you go to Bali, make sure you do not get hustled by the money exchange people. They are straight up sleight of hand people. They're really good at that stuff. So when they count the money, you think they're counting the money for you and then you take it right then and there, but you need to count that again because we almost got hustled. They were good. They made a distraction. They made us look somewhere else. They gave us the money and I literally counted right back in front of them. I was like, hey, where's that money? And then they gave me the money. So make sure you count the money. Good morning. We are on day 5 in Indonesia. We are in the town called Chengdu and we're gonna get some breakfast. All right, we're walking through Seminyak. It is so hot, I had to get some ice cream. We're gonna get some food. Today the plan is we're gonna go to the monkey forest. So we're gonna have a driver drive us all the way there because it's a bit far and hang out there. Hi. No, thank you. Looking for a restaurant here. Traveling by feet because these streets are super narrow and our driver can't get to it, so we gotta find it. Found it.
We have a specialty wok warung. This time every day.
Now we're going for a little stroll in the streets of Chengdu. Now the next day, we went to a really cool acai spot, hung out there. Then after acai, we got some specialty coffee. And this is where we got the news. I get an email from the owner of the villa. You need to come back. We got some bad news. The place got robbed. That was a quiet ride. We was on that motorcycle. riding back, it was quiet. We did put our passports in the safe. I had the drone in the safe, and I was putting everything in the safe. Every time we went out, we put everything in the safe. And this was the one time that I was being stupid. And I was like, nah, I left my laptop out. I left the camera out. I left my hard drive out on the table. Had money out on the table. Man, the door was bust open. The bedroom doors were bust open. All our bags were opened up and just pulled apart. And they got all of it. Never have I ever experienced that before in my life. So the owner of the villa was there. He just felt so bad that happened. Obviously, he refunded our money, put us in a nice resort closer to the airport, which I was totally cool with that, because at this point I was like, I'm not trying to mess with anything else. I'm still trying to have a good time. Just put me in a nice resort and we're chilling, we're good. All right, good morning, it's day 7. We are staying at the Heritage Hotel. Look at this nice view. We decided, you know what, we're not gonna dwell on the past, we're gonna keep looking forward, we're still gonna have a good time, we're not gonna let this bad experience mess us up, we're still gonna have a great time. And it was just like a mental shift, you know what, like we can't control the past, we can't do anything about it, can't get mad about it, can't do anything, it's just, it just happened and you gotta keep moving forward. We actually ended up talking to the owner of the villa, having breakfast with him and his wife. It was cool, we literally befriended them. We had waffles and pancakes with our new friends. All right, we found our way into another hotel and we're just playing billiards. I feel like a giant in here, man. I can touch this dang ceiling. Just got back from having coffee, but on the way there, man, they will hustle you left and right. What happened was we were on a one-way street riding to Revolver to get some coffee, and a bunch of their police was pulling people over. The only people they were pulling over were foreigners, because all the people that look like they're from Bali, they just let them go. And they stopped all of us and were just trying to hustle us out of money. They're saying, hey, we'll throw you in jail, or you could just, pay me a couple $100,000 of their money and we'll let you go. And so that's what happened. They got us, so now we gotta get more money. You can't stop me, man. Then we ended up hanging out with the owner of the villa another day, the next day. And we just hung out with him. We had coffee at Starbucks. This is day 3 with our friend Chris. And this is where everything got real. This is where I feel like the highlight of the trip was. This was literally life-changing and altering, and it made the whole trip worth it. As we're talking to the owner of the villa, we come to find out that he was in a motorcycle accident, and because of that motorcycle accident, he literally doesn't remember it. He just remembers waking up in the hospital. But because of that injury, he lost hearing in his ear, one side of his ear. He lost the ability to smell and taste. My wife and I were like, dude, we'll pray for you. Like, God will heal you. I've done this before to people and nothing's ever happened before. So we're telling him, hey, God can heal you. And he's like, okay. And I was like, can we pray for you? And you gotta realize this is like 90% Buddhist kind of area, and they're doing their offerings and their sacrifices on the street all the time. And so he's like, okay, so how's that work? And I was like, oh no, just pray for you, nothing weird. And so we just prayed for him. It's like, hey, God, would you heal him? You love him. Prove to him that you love him. Would you just heal him, restore him? We're like, hey, do you notice anything? He's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, the reason I smoke is because I can't smell or taste it. We go to this little mart, we buy him cigarettes. He lights a cigarette and he takes a puff and he's like, okay. And he takes another puff and he starts coughing and he starts freaking out. He jumps from the table and he's like, this is disgusting. Is this my mind tricking me, or am I really tasting this? And so he takes another puff and he's just like freaking out because he could actually taste the cigarette. And I'm like, dude, God's healing you. And I'm like freaking out too. My wife and I were like, oh my gosh, did this just happen? He's like, how can I trust a God that I don't know? And I'm like, God, this is a God that you can trust. that was that story. He got healed. I've never experienced anyone or anything like that before in my life. Yeah, that was really awesome to have experienced that.
It's about time to go home. I'm ready. It's been a fantastic trip. Yo, we coming for you, LA.
Aside from all the negative things that happened, we still had a really good time, and we definitely will still come back to Bali, but this time for sure, staying at a resort the entire time and using the safe every time. Then we made our flight back home, and we was happy to be home. That's the Bali trip. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and give it a like. I'll see you on the next video.